Impressive. Very nice. Now let's look at Paul Allen's card. Look at that subtle white off coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god. It even has a watermark. That is a line, a dialogue, a quote from one of my favorite films of all time. That's right, that is American Psycho, which came out in 2000, 5 years before, 5 years before Christian Bale played Batman in Batman Begins. The film, stars Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman, who is a New York City investment banker who leads a double life as a serial killer. The film also stars Willem Dafoe, Jared Leto, and Reese Witherspoon. Those are the only names that are popping in my head right now. They appear in supporting roles. The film blends horror and black comedy to satirize the 1980s yuppie culture and consumerism exemplified by Bateman. This is one of the most, this film, I just, we'll talk, we'll go into detail, but Christian Bale's performance, the screenplay, all of it, it's just, throughout the years it became, American Psycho developed and turned into, it developed a cult following and has a strong presence in contemporary meme culture. There's so many memes out there from this film, from American Psycho, like that dialogue I just said out loud at the beginning of this review. So, this film. So let's just go, I have watched this film. I haven't seen this film myself. I've seen, I have seen people's reviews of American Psycho, on their YouTube channel, but I haven't seen the film myself. Like, I haven't actually sat down and saw it. So I bought it on Amazon. That's right. I didn't rent it. I bought it because because a lot of people say that this movie is just amazing and Christian Bale's amazing, and I trust them. I trust the reviewers and the critics out there, and, I just, great, this movie has, great practical effects, great acting from the one and only Christian Bale. Patrick Bateman, he's such an interesting protagonist. He may be an unlikable misogynist due to how he treats women, or really envious when other people have better taste than him. Bateman is a deranged serial killer that goes out of his way to murder people just because, one, he feels like it, and two, to prove that he's better than anyone, and three, to satisfy himself. The film is made in a way that makes you question what is real and what was just a part of Patrick's imagination as a serial killer. The film becomes more deranged as it goes on, as it's supposed to align with Patrick's declining mental state. It does a nice job at mocking the yuppie culture. Hope I pronounced that name or word correct, as it shows a lot of young businessmen look the same and worry about pointless things like the texture of business cards. And this film has like the best dialogues and quotes out there. I can't believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine. And then, of course, the whole watermark quote. Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? Do you like Phil Collins? Gotta return some mixtapes. And, I can go on and on and on, but I thought the cinematography was great. I loved how it's all shot. I love the shot. I love, the filter of it all. And there are some pretty disturbing moments with the iconic yet infamous axe scene with Bateman murdering Paul Allen, who is I'm pretty sure Paul Allen is played by. Let me. Yeah. Okay. I knew it. Okay. I had a feeling it was Jared Leto. This movie had Batman. Just think of. By the way, this movie, if you think about it, it has Batman and the Joker. It has the Batman and the Joker in this film. Batman murdered the Joker in this film. Oh, this was like, well, it's a Batman, it's a Joker, but they're not, But I know Jared Leto's Joker is connected to Ben Affleck, but still, it's funny. Like this is like what they were, and also Green Goblin too, as I mentioned. Oh man, and I just love I love Christian Bale's like when he's like he's turning on the music, he's putting on like the white, suit, and then to protect himself, when he's about to kill Jared Leto, he's turning on the music. He grabs the axe and he hides it. And he starts dancing and it's like and then fucking he comes up to Jared Leto and like fucking murders him. Oh my god. It was funny yet disturbing at the same time. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. The songs also I felt like the songs that that Patrick Bateman used, listened to in this film, really do reflect the character of Patrick Bateman. If you do listen carefully and if you do pay attention. Um, but yeah, I I do I do think that the pacing is at sometimes can be a little bit off. Um, and I don't know, like the end of this movie, I felt like the ending isn't all that satisfying. That even the biggest fans of the movie struggle to describe if Bateman's killing spree actually happened or not. There are a few sides of the fandom trying to theorize the ending, you know, but it's not really, concrete, and the movie could have done a better job at characterizing Patrick. That's kind of a nitpick of me of mine, not really much of a flaw. But that's pretty. But those are like. But those two are like the biggest standouts issues I have with this film. The rest of it is just amazing. I love this movie. I can't tell you how much I love this movie because I love it. It's just it's so amazing. It's so funny and psychotic and disturbing and hilarious and all mixed in one. It's just you know it's amazing. And oh my god, Christian Bale, he can play a superhero. And recently he played a supervillain. And he hasn't he does he has played a hero with Batman, but this isn't he also plays villains too, antagonists. Like I said, Patrick Bateman, who was the main antagonist, the lead antagonist of this film, American Psycho, but he's also a villain in the recent Thor: Love and Thunder. So he has played heroes, protagonists and antagonists, but that's his job. He's an actor and all that. But I loved it. I will, when I think about this scene, there's two things I will remember from this scene. When, you know, Patrick Bateman turning on the, like I said, turning the music on. He grabs the axe and he starts dancing. And then Jared Leto is like drunk. He's like, ha ha ha. And then he comes up to, Jared Leto and fucking murders him. I love it. It was amazing. And also Christian Bale, running naked with a fucking chainsaw in his hands, chasing after that one woman, the one chick in the film, and then he fucking drops the chainsaw down like from like high up. Oh my god. It was like, and then he starts like screaming and yelling. Oh my god. It was beautiful, but also it kind of makes me, it kind of, me saying it's beautiful, me saying that he's, him killing someone is beautiful makes me a sick fuck. But whatever. I love this film. I really do. And I have seen, this is a movie I've rewatched over and over again. Like, I've probably seen this film like probably, well, now I probably will again too. Like maybe like four times already, maybe times, 4 or 5 times already. I'll see it more again and again. This is, American Psycho is like one of my favorite films of all time. I can't believe what I missed. I should have seen this film earlier, but I loved this, and it has a huge, legacy. It created a legacy. It has a legacy. It's in pop culture. Because of its themes and its satirical nature. But yeah, guys, you have to do yourself, everyone, y'all have to do yourself a huge favor. Please see American Psycho. It is one of my favorite like horror. It's like one of my favorite horror, but it's also hilarious because of it's weird. It's like it's a black. Well, like I said, like I said, at the opening, it's a black comedy. It's a horror comedy, really, if you think about it. You have to do yourself a favor, and you have to see American Psycho. You have to. It's amazing. You will not be let down. Thank you so much for taking the time to listening to my review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will, do all that great stuff, everyone. And I will see all of you lovely people really soon.